appearance and the royalty that God has given us, it's not by choice. It's a commandment we must follow.
Right.
God didn't tell us to dress a certain way so we can decide. No, he told us to dress a certain way, but he didn't give us those laws just so we can decide I'm going to follow him when I feel like it.
Right.
You have to follow it at all times. Read what you got.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man.
There's a way that seems right unto us as people, right? And we feel like, I don't feel like wearing a dress, only wear dresses on birthdays, holidays, maybe Easter, maybe Christmas. I'll put on a dress and get dolled up. It seems right unto you to do it like that. Read.
But the end thereof are the ways of death.
But the end is what?
Death.
The end is what?
Death.
So the end is death, sis. When we don't go by what God says to do, and we go off our own mind and what feels right, the end is death. Now, I don't think you fully understand and comprehend the way you dress and dressing out of order, not wearing that modest dress, not wearing the fringes on that dress. When the Lord returns and you're not in that apparel, you're going to get death. That's right. You're going to get death.
Right.
So what we're up here trying to do is save you from that death. It's something small as what you wear that we're going to get judged on.
That's right. Right.
Oh, well, why would God judge the way I dress? How is that right? Why would we question God? You say you don't fear man, you fear God. So if you fear God, you're going to follow what he says in his Bible.
Right.
Right? So now let's go back to Deuteronomy. No, let's go back to 1 Timothy 2:9. Let's get that law. We're going to help you out, sis, because you are our sister from the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
You are daughter of Zion, the holy people of God. As the holy people, we must dress, behave, eat, and celebrate the high holy days of God as his chosen people.
That's right. This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
What kind of apparel?
Modest apparel.
What kind of apparel?
Modest apparel.
In modest apparel. Modest. What's modest? What's modest apparel? A dress, heels, makeup, earrings, beautifying yourself, right? That's how royalty dresses. Where did our sisters get wearing tights, wearing underwear, wearing shorts, wearing pants? Where did we get these customs from? We didn't, well, where's that picture at? This is, check this out. This sister's in slavery right now. She is a nursing mother for our slave master's baby. What is this sister wearing right now?
That's right.
It's a long dress, sis. A long dress. In the cotton fields. The women were wearing in the cotton fields. Right here. This sister right here, what is she wearing in the heat of the day in the summer of Louisiana picking cotton? What is she wearing? A dress. A dress. Our sisters didn't start wearing immodest and out of order apparel until we were released from slavery, thought we had our own mind, but were still following the minds of our slave masters. Amelia Bloomer in the 1950s, 1940s brought the women's suffrage movement and said, if the men can do it, we can. So guess what we're going to do that's never been done in the history of human history? We're going to start wearing pants. We're going to start going into the factories and working men's jobs. And guess who followed the white women in that foolishness? Our black sisters. Our black sisters. So they wanted to be like the white woman. They wanted to be like the slave masters. So guess what we did? We dressed like them. We wanted to be like them. But God said, you are holy above all people. Separate. This is how you're supposed to dress. With modest apparel, with fringes at the borders of your garments. Give me Ezekiel 16 and verse 14. Ezekiel 16 and 14, because the Lord gave us a dress code. I want you to understand how important and serious it is. It seems like it's something simple. Remember, you came up here and said you're spiritual, right? What is spiritual according to the Bible? The soldier read it to you. Let's get that real quick. Let's refresh the sister's memory. We gonna help you, my sister. What's your name again? Cache, Sister Cache. Okay. All praise. We gonna help you what spiritual is and why it's important to do the least commandments of God. Because just putting on a pair of clothes is something simple, right? But it has a spiritual meaning behind it.
Yeah.
Read.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 7 and verse 14. Yeah. For we know that the law is spiritual.
That the what?
The law is spiritual.
That the what?
The law is spiritual.
What's spiritual, sis? Let's test it. What's spiritual? Read it again. Here, pay attention, Cache. Read.
For we know that the law is spiritual.
What is spiritual?
The law is spiritual.
What's spiritual? The law of God is spiritual. The only way we can be spiritual people if we follow and apply God's law.
That's right.
That's the only way we're going to be spiritual people. So when God tells the woman to dress in modest apparel, which you acknowledge is a dress, heeled, feminine attire, is that a law or a suggestion?
No.
Did God say, if you want to, wear modest apparel? Did God say that? God said, let the woman likewise, read that. Read 1 Timothy 2 and 9.
Yeah.
We're going to show you the difference between a suggestion. Test. We're going to show you the difference between a suggestion and a law. Go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 9.
Read.
Yeah. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
And likewise, let the women adorn themselves in modest apparel. But did that sound like a suggestion or is that a commandment? That's a commandment. That's a law. God didn't give us suggestions. He said, this is what you should do and this is what you better not do.
Right.
This is no in between. How I feel, I'll decide whether or not to keep God's laws or not.
Yeah.
It's a commandment.
Right.
So when God told the women to dress in modest apparel, that was a law. So you sisters can stay effeminate and stay modest. When you put on tights, loose clothing, what type of spirit goes on the sisters? Test. A whorish spirit.
That's right.
Our sisters want to walk around being hoes,
They call it hoes, dark,
gods,
blood,
prostitutes.
Okay.
When you dress like a prostitute, you act like a prostitute, and you behave like a prostitute, and you get treated like a prostitute.
That's right.
That's why God wants our sisters to dress in royalty, so you can behave like royalty and be treated like royalty. But the masses of our sisters want to dress out of order, show and shake what God gave them, and to get attention from wicked niggas in the world, and get treated like thoughts and hoes. That's not how the daughters of Zion are supposed to behave. Y'all got the wrong spirit on you. Read what you got.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 7 and verse 14.
Yeah. Give me Ezekiel. Now I'm going to show you how God beautified you, sisters. Read.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 16 and verse 14. Yeah. And thy renown went forth among the heathen.
So God is talking about the daughters of Israel, the sisters from all these tribes. Everybody knew and everybody heard of the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American women's beauty, how they dressed, how they behaved themselves. Everybody in the earth knew about it. Read.
And thy renown went forth among the heathen for thy beauty.
For thy what?
For thy beauty. For it was perfect.
It was what?
It was perfect.
When God said wear a dress and modesty and put fringes on your clothing, God said that beauty is perfect.
Right. That's right.
God said that beauty is perfect. But the devil tell you wearing tights and trying to make your butt look big, that's the perfection of beauty. They go contrary to God's law. And our sisters follow that. Read.
Through my comeliness,
Uh-huh.
which I had put upon thee, saith the Lord God.
God said he put his beauty upon us for us to follow. Read.
But thou didn't trust in thine own beauty.
What did our sisters do?
Thou didn't trust in thine own beauty.
So God said the women of our nation, they trust in their own beauty. Well, I wear a dress sometimes, but I like the way these shorts feel. I like the way these tights feel, make me feel. I like the way this low-cut shirt show my breasts. Our sisters trust in their own beauty, which was out of order. Read.
And plays the harlot.
And then what?
Plays the harlot.
Harlot. You know what a harlot is? A harlot is an old term referring to a whore, a hoe. So he said, our sisters trust in their own beauty and act like hoes now. And act like hoes because y'all want to dress the way you want to dress and trust in your own beauty instead of trusting in the dress code of God.
That's right.
Read.
Because of thy renown, and pourest out thy fornications.
And then what?
Pourest out thy fornications.
Because God made y'all the most beautiful women on the earth, made y'all with a nice shape that most women don't have, and made y'all beautiful, y'all used y'all beauty to turn into hoes and be fornicators and thoughts in the world. Because you trust in your own beauty instead of the beauty God has given you, which is modesty and modest apparel. Read.
On everyone that passed by. His it was.
So our women want to be in rap videos, twerking, want to be like these hoes in the world. They want to go into porn. They want to go into the music industry. And we follow that now and think that's beauty. That's renown. God said that's your own beauty that you trust in. Now let's go back to Deuteronomy 22. Deuteronomy 22. And this is something that you probably haven't learned for 6 years, that it's not when you feel like dressing in a dress. And the only way you're going to get that true love and that true peace when we start to apply God's commandments. We got to fear God. Don't fear man. Don't fear what your pastor going to say when you tell him, I got to wear a dress all the time, pastor, because it's in the Bible. God told me to dress in modest apparel at all times. Hey, pastor, why is your wife always wearing a dress on Sundays when I see her at the grocery store wearing pants? Why is your wife showing her cleavage, pastor? Why are most of these women dressed like hoes in the church right now, pastor? Why aren't you showing us the laws of God as it is written, pastor? That's the question you must ask. So don't fear men, fear God, because God is the one that can destroy your soul and condemn it to the lake of fire that's coming. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So what pertains unto a man? The soldier brought it out earlier. Shorts pertaining to a man, sis. Will shoes put a different spirit on you? In some cases it might, right? So you got to determine, because the Lord doesn't specify about shoes. But let's say I'm wearing heels. I know for a fact heels is what women wear. I'm not going to wear heels. So should you be stopping around in 10 boots? Like this? Manly combat boots. Should you walk around in those? You shouldn't, because it's going to put a manly spirit on you. Right, because you've been taught to be masculine, whether you know it or not. That's a spirit that's going on our sisters, a masculine spirit and a feminine spirit going on our brothers, right? So let's concentrate on the big clothing article that can really put those spirits on you. Right, there's no such thing as bisexual. If you sleep with a woman, you're a lesbian. Right. If you a man that sleep with another man, you're a homosexual. Right. You're a sodomite.
Right.
So it's not such thing as bisexual. Read what you got.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Now, what's a woman's garment that a man shouldn't wear? Let's go back to the slavery when our foremothers knew how to dress in hard bondage. A dress, a long dress. Should we be out here as men wearing long dresses? No. So guess who a dress belongs to? A woman. So a woman should be wearing a long dress. That is God's commandment for a woman. You should. And that's your beauty. That's your true beauty. All praises to the Most High. You need to tap into that femininity that God has given you.
Right.
Y'all not meant to be rough and masculine and stomping around in tin boots and short shorts. That's not in your nature. That's in the nature of the serpent, who we follow as a nation of people. But now in these last days, we're coming back to the true God of this Bible. Understanding Christ is a black man, according to the Bible. God is a black man that rules in the heavens, according to the Bible. And he said, I have given you beauty that is perfect. So that's the beauty we must follow in the Bible. Read.
For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
What the Bible say?
For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
So if you dressed out of order, what does God call you? Let's read it again.
For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
If I'm right here as a man wearing a dress, what would God call me? Read that again. Abomination. Abomination is a sin. But when God calls, because God says sin, and he uses abomination as well. Abomination is like I throw up on the ground. I throw up on the ground and I pick that throw up and I eat it. Very, very disgusting to God. Very, very disgusting to God. So when a man is wearing a dress, God is like, that is very, very disgusting. When a woman is out here wearing shorts, tights, pants, God is like, that is very, very disgusting. The Lord is dealing with a dress code here for his people.
Hey, Shalom Israel, Most High in Christ bless you. Hey, it's that time again. We need you to subscribe to the IUIC Phoenix YouTube page, all right? So make sure you go ahead and subscribe right now. We need your help. Shalom.
What club was that at?
Admit that a lot of people don't even realize they.
I've called her. She hasn't responded. I've called her more than a few times.
With the Zulu Nation, I'm like, what the hell is this? I know nobody know what I'm talking about. You'll leave me on the island by myself. I don't know what the hell Bishop's talking about. That's what y'all do. Then after class, yeah, I knew what you were talking about. I just don't want to be caught out there. The hell is this? Get on my damn nerves. So read that again, 31.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone, 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.